I'm standing in the park right now, and this place reminds me of where everything started. Not this exact park, but parks and courts like this. We have a basketball court, football field, open space, noise in the background, a ball, movement. Before coaching, before social media and internet, before knowing everything about or anything about training, just curiosity. When I was younger, I did parkour, I played basketball, I was constantly moving. And around the age of 15 or 16, I found calisthenics. That was a moment something really clicked for me. I remember I liked it so much because of the uniqueness it represented. Together with parkour, it became a little fusion, the raw chaos of Jackie Chan colliding with the precision and flow of David Bell. And this is important, so listen carefully. I had no talent, no special genetics, no background, no plan. I wasn't strong. I wasn't impressive. I was clueless. Most days it felt pointless. But I was curious and I kept showing up. And that curiosity, more than motivation, more than discipline, that's what started everything. I trained because I wanted to understand my body. I wanted to see what I could become. So I trained and trained and trained. Calisthenics and parkour first, then track and field, then running, basketball, the bodybuilding. I was obsessed, especially with calisthenics and parkour. Two, those two worlds completely pulled me in. But there was a problem. I wasn't growing. I remember this very clearly. I trained hard. I slept well. I rested. I thought I was doing everything right, but my body wasn't changing. I kept asking myself, what am I doing wrong? I thought I was eating enough. I thought I was consistent. I wasn't. And the frustrating part, I didn't know that yet. Consistency doesn't just mean training, it means eating, it means repeating boring things, it means doing the same basics again and again. I remember being in the kitchen with my mom, cooking for my siblings, cooking for my father, cooking for the whole family. And then I'll make something separate for myself. My own food, simple food. Cottage cheese, things like that. We have something different in Slovakia. And I remember feeling alone. Not in a dramatic way, just quietly. Like I was the only one fighting this invisible battle. Like I was the only one trying to build something. A body, discipline, an identity. I honestly thought something was wrong with me. Although I had friends who trained with me, I still felt that way. And here is the truth. I didn't understand back then, but most people quit right there. Not because they're weak, not because they lack willpower, but because they feel alone. They think everyone else has it figured out. They think everyone else is progressing faster. They think they're in the problem, that they are problematic themselves. I carried that feeling with me for years. Even when I got older, even when I went to college, I studied training, coaching, strength work, and I thought now it will feel different. Now I'll belong, but I still feel alone. Looking back, I realized something important. Feeling alone doesn't mean you are doing something wrong. Very often, it means you're doing something uncommon. While most people are chasing motivation, you are building a routine. While most people are emotional about training, you are learning patience. By the time I finished studying, I became a coach. I worked part-time in movement academies, I coached kids, and physically I had built a solid base. Pull-ups, handstand push-ups, headstands, pistol squats. Nothing magical, just fundamentals. Later on, I could even do 1 arm pull-up, 3 times on each arm, 1 arm push-up, front lever, and other advanced skills. My upper body came easier. My legs were always weaker, and still are. And that's another thing I want you to hear. Weak points don't disappear, you learn to work with them. What changed everything for me wasn't a program. It wasn't a secret exercise. It wasn't motivation. It was understanding this. The real fight isn't physical, it's psychological. I used to think discipline meant pushing harder, being more aggressive, never missing a day. That's wrong. Discipline is structural. It's systematic. It's preparation. It's removing decisions making from your day. Motivation is emotional. Emotions, they fluctuate. You don't build a body on emotions. You build it on systems. And this is where I want to speak directly to you. Especially if you're young, 15, 16, 17. If you feel behind, you are not. If you feel confused, you are normal. If you feel alone, you are not special. And I mean that in the best way possible. Everyone struggles. The difference is who stays long enough to see the results. I've been thinking a lot about this idea lately, about isolation, and about how the easiest way to break a person isn't physical pain, but making them feel alone. That voice in your head that says, you're not enough, others are better, you're wasting your time. That voice doesn't want you, it doesn't want you tired. It wants you isolated. Because isolated people quit. So don't fight that voice emotionally. Observe it. Don't play its game. Just keep showing up. Train when it's boring. Eat when it's repetitive. And sleep when others scroll. You don't need confidence. You don't need clarity. You don't even need belief. You need time. If you stay long enough, you win. One day, without realizing it, you look back and you are no longer the beginner. And then something shifts. You stop training just to prove something. You start training because it's who you are. That's when responsibility comes in. That's when you realize, if I can build this for myself, I can help others do it too. That's why I coach. That's why I'm still training. And that's why I'm here today. Not because it was easy, but because I didn't leave. If you're still here, still watching, that tells me something about you. Stay. Your future self is already grateful you did. Peace out.